The girl had just finished taking a shower and was sitting on her bed when she suddenly heard a knock on the door. She thought it was her boyfriend returning, but when she opened the door, she was shocked to find a strange man standing there. Before she could react, the man rushed in. He looked at her like she was his prey. Then he tossed a few bills on the floor and motioned for her to satisfy him. Meanwhile, her boyfriend, who was downstairs buying dumplings, sensed something was wrong. He quickly rushed back upstairs and saw the man harassing his girlfriend. Without hesitation, he yanked the tablecloth and pulled the man off the bed. The girl seized the opportunity and ran out of the room as fast as she could. The couple immediately went to the police station to report the incident, but the officers seemed impatient and uninterested. To prevent his girlfriend from being further traumatized, the boyfriend agreed to step outside and give his statement. But as soon as he left, his girlfriend was once again in danger. The officers removed her jacket and left her in just a thin shirt, making her shiver from the cold. They began asking inappropriate, lewd questions. However, during the interrogation, they were able to gather some key details about the suspect. The man had a 5-pointed star tattoo on his hand. To their surprise, based on the description, the suspect turned out to be their own police captain. Meanwhile, the captain was quietly listening from behind a glass partition, fully aware of everything happening in the interrogation room. But he felt no remorse, instead accusing the victims of extortion and assaulting an officer. Even though his subordinates urged him to be careful and lay low, the captain was furious. He yelled at them before storming into the interrogation room with an evil smile. Inside, the girl was trembling in fear, fully realizing the extent of her hopeless situation. Outside, her boyfriend accidentally saw a photo of the captain with the officers. His suspicion grew, but just as he was about to act, a police officer appeared behind him, blocking his way. Jack rushed toward the interrogation room, kicked open the door, and was horrified to see his girlfriend being abused by the police. Enraged, he screamed in fury, but the officers forcefully dragged him away. His anger had nowhere to go. Afterward, they decided to charge Jack with theft and assaulting an officer. The police uncuffed him and fired a shot into the air, then planted his fingerprints on the gun to falsely accuse him of trying to steal the officer's firearm. Jack was charged with assaulting an officer and sentenced to 6 months in prison. Though Jack didn't resist as violently as before, it seemed like he had accepted his fate. 6 months later, Jack was finally released from prison. As soon as he stepped out, he saw his girlfriend waiting for him with a smile. When he noticed she was pregnant, he stood there frozen for a few seconds. What was even more brutal was that he had no idea who the father of the child was. But now, it was time for Jack's revenge. This is an incredibly gripping Chinese film called Avengers Death. I give it a 5-star rating.